Well, gather around, kids. It's story time with Tim. First of all, I'd like to give a shout out to a special fellow that's here tonight, and that is our sound man, Logan. And this is his second show with Home Free, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, we broke him in Mount Pleasant. I mean, we weren't going to risk anything here to record it. I mean, being a sound man is a tall order anyway, but he has to make sense of all that just happened, folks. So, give it up for Logan back here. Anyway, as I mentioned, we did our first show, dress rehearsal, in Mount Pleasant last night. And as typically is customary, we like to send the crew down a day early, especially when we have a brand new crew member and stuff like that. Give them plenty of time to iron out all the kinks and everything like that. And so they traveled into Mount Pleasant a whole day early, and then my bandmates, well, I was driving separately because I know I made fun of Beaumont earlier, but that's where I'm from. I'm from Needlerland. Anyone know where Needlerland is? Anyway, so I flew in early and I've been driving around with my mom, who's also here tonight. Give it up for Mom. Anyway, the rest of my bandmates flew into Dallas and then took an Uber to Mount Pleasant. It's 136 miles, folks. Which I know isn't far in Texas terms, pretty far in Uber terms. Anyway, we found out later that night that it's easier to get an Uber from DFW to Mount Pleasant than it is to get an Uber from somewhere in Mount Pleasant to somewhere else in Mount Pleasant. So what had happened was, the crew was up at this, it was a college, and luckily they let us in early, so they were there all day. Not a lot of rules there. They were just like, yeah, stay as long as you want, just make sure it locks behind you, kind of thing. And so we left our sound man, our lighting director, up there, ironing out all the technical kinks, and our tour manager, our merchandising manager, Jax. Y'all stop by and see Jax during intermission? Yeah. And Chance, who rode the bus early with the crew, all went to the finest dining in Mount Pleasant, Chili's. Nothing wrong with Chili's. I love some Chili's for the record. Anyway, and so they thought, well, don't worry, you guys, do all you need to do with the sound, the lights, and everything. And then once you're ready, let us know and we'll send an Uber for you. I think you can picture what happened when they opened up that Uber app at like 9 p.m. or whatever it was in Mount Pleasant. And so they start chatting with the server, and they say, hypothetically, if you had some friends who were stranded about 6 miles from here, and you wanted to get them here, what would you do? Get the manager, was her answer. She goes and gets the manager, and come back and asks the manager. Manager says, I got an idea. She leaves. She comes back with the dishwasher. And the dishwasher went and picked him up, ladies and gentlemen. So if it weren't for that fellow, they might have had to spend the night in an auditorium at this college. And so I would just like to thank that establishment, and I think I speak for everybody when I say, I want my baby back, baby back, I want my baby back. Y'all are all supposed to come in. I don't know. Barbecue sauce. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, you couldn't tell that wasn't rehearsed, huh?